Have you always wanted to invest in the stock market, but you never knew where to go to get the information that you needed in order to get started? If the answer to that question is yes, then you've come to the right place. In this video, I'm going to be going over everything that you'll need in order to get started with the $5 a day investment challenge. So what is the $5 a day investment challenge? So over the course of the next 12 months, we'll be investing $5 a day into the stock market. So we're going to be targeting $25 a week or $100 a month. So at the end of this challenge, you will have invested a total of $1,200. The reason that I selected $5 a day for this challenge is because $25 a week is a low enough number that will allow a larger number of people to participate in this challenge, and will also illustrate the fact that you do not need a lot of money to get started with investing in the stock market. If you're not able to invest $5 a day, I don't want you to think that this challenge is not for you. Like I previously mentioned, you don't have to have a lot of money to get started with investing in the market. If you're only able to invest, for example, $3 a day, start with $3, but you'll want to eventually work your way up to being able to invest at a minimum $5 a day over the course of this challenge. If you're not able to invest every day during the course of this challenge, you could shift your schedule and maybe do it on a weekly basis. So you may take $25 every week and invest that into the market. But in my opinion, investing on a daily basis will give you a greater chance of having success throughout this challenge. So now that we know what the $5 a day investment challenge is, and we have the schedule of when we're going to be making our investments over the course of this challenge, next I want to talk about the goals that I'd like for you to achieve during the course of this challenge. At the conclusion of this challenge, you will have developed the habit of investing. The second goal is that you will have a much better understanding of how the stock market works. And lastly, and probably most importantly, is you will be developing a new skill that can change the direction of your financial future. Now I'm going to say that one more time. You'll be learning a new skill that can change the direction of your financial future. It's important to note that this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. Long-term investing is similar to investing in your company-sponsored 401k, where you take a particular amount of money and you invest that over 10, 20, or 30 years, and that is how you change your financial future. Now we're going to talk about what we're going to invest in. During the course of the challenge, you'll be investing in an ETF or an exchange-traded fund for the entirety of the challenge. Now, ETFs are great because ETFs allow you to purchase a large number of stocks within an individual fund, which is great because it takes you out of the position of selecting individual stocks. When it comes to selecting ETFs, I like ETFs that are low cost and have good annual returns. Some of my favorite ETFs to invest in are Vanguard funds. I'll post a link to a video where I cover my top 5 Vanguard ETFs that I'm investing in 2024. Now, some of the ETFs that you may have heard of would be Vanguard's VOO, Vanguard's VTI, or Invesco's QQQ. I'll post a link in the description for an ETF database finder that will allow you to search for ETFs by a particular category. So for example, if you're looking for an ETF that purchases healthcare stocks, you'll be able to find that. If you're looking for an ETF that purchases technology stocks, that will be there as well. Now, for the purposes of this $5 a day investment challenge, I'm going to be purchasing Vanguard's VOO. So we know how much money we're going to be investing over the course of this challenge, and we just selected the actual ETF that we're going to be investing in. So the next thing we need to do is we need to determine which brokerage we're going to open an account at. Now, there are tons of brokerages out there that you can open an account at. Some of the most popular ones are Fidelity, Robinhood, and Charles Schwab. But I like using Webull. And I like using Webull for several reasons. The first reason is Webull allows you to actually purchase fractional shares of ETFs, meaning if I want to purchase $5 of VOO, I am able to do so on Webull. Now, I don't have any experience with any of the other brokerages that I just named, and you may be able to do that on those brokerages, but I'm not sure, so you'll have to check that out. The other reason that I like Webull is they often will run promotions. and they'll run promotions of if you put $5 in your account, they'll give you a certain amount of fractional shares after a particular period of time. So whichever brokerage that you select, that's up to you. I'm going to use Webull. If you want to use Webull, I'll post the link in the description below. So now that we know that I'm going to be using Webull as my brokerage account, and I'm going to be purchasing Vanguard's VOO, I'm going to go ahead and go into my Webull account. Okay, so I'm logged into my Webull account. And as you can see on my P&L, I have $0 invested in this account. So this is the account that I will be utilizing for the entirety of the $5 a day investment challenge. So what you're going to want to do next is you're going to want to hit the watch list heart button there on the bottom left, and then you're going to hit the magnifying glass. Then you're going to type in VOO. You're going to select VOO, and you'll notice that VOO is trading at $430.90. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to hit the trade button in the bottom left corner. And you'll notice that you have a side, a buy or sell, you have an order type, you have a limit price, and it says quantity. So where it says quantity, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to click that little blue share box, and that's going to allow you to purchase a fractional share of VOO. And this is where the $5 a day challenge comes into play. You're going to click in the fractional share box, and you're going to put $5 in. And then once you do that, you're going to click buy. So once you make the purchase, you will get a confirmation that your order has been submitted and then that your order has been filled. And that's it. You've made your first investment in the stock market, and you completed the very first day of the $5 a day investment challenge. Now, during the course of this challenge, I will be periodically posting updates on how my account's doing, and I'll also be able to answer any questions that you may have regarding the challenge. Over the course of this challenge, it's important to note that your balance in your account will fluctuate up and down depending on what's going on in the market. I don't want you to panic, and I want you to continue to invest in the market throughout the challenge. I want to congratulate you for taking the first step to changing your financial future. It's important that you stay consistent throughout the entirety of this challenge. And I understand that there may be instances where you aren't able to invest on a daily basis, but you want to try to be as consistent as you can. And remember, it is extremely important that you do not withdraw any money from your account during the course of this challenge unless it is absolutely necessary. We're developing the habit of investing. So by the end of this challenge, investing will be second nature to you. Comment down below and let me know if you're participating in the challenge, and let me know if you have any questions that you would like for me to answer. If you got some value from this video, consider subscribing, and while you're at it, hit that like button. I would really appreciate it. And share this video with anyone that you think would benefit from participating in this challenge. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.